Hello and welcome to Dawn Chorus Writes, a Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction and audio fiction. This is a special one, a Miraculous Nightmare Before Christmas crossover. So I hope you're enjoying it. It's a bit late to Halloween, but I hope you still love it. Massive shout out to Laurie for the her beautiful commissioned artwork in the thumbnail. All her information is listed down below, so make sure you go and send her some love for creating this beautiful image. Make sure you go and send me some love by smashing that like button. Comment down below what you think of it and what will happen in part 2, and make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out on future parts and other gems to come your way. Trapped in a Nightmare. Enjoy. Part 1. Alya, this really isn't necessary, you know. I have made my costume for tonight's Halloween party, and I don't see how matching costumes with Adrien, it won't do what you want it to. And what exactly do you think I want it to do? Alya stood in front of her, holding out the costume. Bring us closer? Make me as... It's not happening. It can't happen. Marinette placed a tray of hot herbal teas and freshly baked treats on the coffee table. I don't know what you mean. I simply saw an outfit in a new fancy dress shop that I know my friend loves. And next you're going to tell me that Adrien isn't getting persuaded to be Jack? Marinette folded her arms and stared at a friend. Persuaded? I don't know if I would use that word. Plus, what is the harm? For one night you'll look cute as Sally, and perhaps Adrien will be Jack? Who knows? Alya shrugged her shoulders. That is all. I'm only asking for one night my friend stops worrying about the weight on her shoulders or what has happened and enjoy yourself like all the other 16-year-olds across Paris are. She glanced over the rim of her glasses and pouted her lips a fraction before breaking off a corner of a gingerbread cookie in the shape of a pumpkin and nibbled on it. Slumping down onto the chaise, Marinette sighed into a steaming mug of spiced apple tea. I am already coming to the party, which on Halloween can be difficult. You know what will happen, especially at the moment. I even found the time to make a costume, which I may add is cute, and it meant a few light nights. Now you're asking me to wear a mass-produced costume in the style of Sally so that I can match Adrien and have what? An awkward conversation about how we will look like a couple but aren't? I mean, he hasn't even watched the film. He doesn't even know who Jack and Sally are. How do you know that? He said the other day, over lunch, he asked what my favourite spooky films are, and I said Nightmare Before Christmas, and he said he hadn't seen it. He might have seen it since then. You don't know. Plus, Adrien going to a party not dressed up in one of his father's creations is a big deal for him. So, he is going as Jack then? Marinette put down the mug with a little more force than she had intended and ended up spilling some of it on her coffee table. Okay, yes, you've got me. But honestly, I don't understand why this is such an issue. You love Adrien, have wanted to be with him for over a year now, but suddenly tell me that you can't be with him. I'm sorry, but I don't understand it. It's hard to explain. Marinette sat back down and wiped the table with a cloth, pausing to think. After what happened with the Miraculous, I came to realize that I can't be with him. Because of pressure? Time? Keeping a secret? Yes and no. It's all of that, but it's also... Here's my weakness. With him, I let my guard down, and I can't afford to do that anymore. I lost due to love, so he just wants to be friends, and that is fine with me. What if he wants to be more than friends? What if he has suddenly realized that he has feelings towards you and wants to confess? That is a lot of what ifs, Alya. Anyway, it's still a no. Really? You're telling me that if Adrien took you to one side and did this grand gesture and confessed that he likes you, you would say no? You would turn him down? One, that isn't and wouldn't happen. I know that for a fact. Alya coughed and spluttered out some of her sweet mint tea. You okay? Need a wipe? Marinette handed her a tissue. Thanks. How can you know that? I've seen it since that video chat. Adrien has changed towards you. Alya! Enough! I can't! Okay, girl. What if, just for one night, you stop this? Alya poked at Marinette's head. And instead, you wear this and follow your heart. She shifted her hand towards her friend's shoulder. You are too hard on yourself. And I'm sorry to say, but I don't agree with your theory. Adrien isn't your weakness, it's your confidence in yourself that holds you back.
I would have to agree with Alya.
Tiki chirped up from the bed of cookie crumbs. Are you two ganging up on me now? Marinette crossed her arms.
No, Marinette, but she's right, and so are you.
Tiki added, sounding a little more awake. That helps. Alya gripped her shoulders, grabbing her attention and forced her to make eye contact. Come on now. We are just trying to help. And it makes sense your confidence has taken a knock after what happened. But really? When you're Marinette, you second guess yourself and your abilities as Ladybug. Now that has transferred on to Adrien. Tiki flew up and sat on Alya's shoulders.
It's not just that. When you started to like Adrien, the way you obsessed over him impacted everything. Your confidence, how you acted, how you saw yourself. So I think it's good that you've taken a step back, but it doesn't mean you need to stop your feelings altogether.
Marinette groaned. She knew her friend was right, but at the same time, she also didn't get it. How it felt when the world crumbled and she lost everything. Tiki knew, but not how it felt to finally let go of the one you loved. And now there is Kat. Why is her life this complicated? Maybe she did need a night off just to be a typical 16-year-old attending a Halloween party. Just to have fun, nothing more. So you're telling me, if I do this, I wear this Sally outfit, you drop the whole conversation between me and Adrien? For now, at least, let's say we shall see how the night goes. Plus, I think you'll look cute as Sally. You know, if you'd given me enough advance notice, I would have made a better version of this costume. Hey, yeah, I get it. I had this last minute thought when I came across this new shop in Montmartre, and it's a proper spooky vibe too. Well, they're having a crazy sale and I saw the outfits and I came up with the plan. Marinette finally took hold of the outfit and examined it, not impressed with the stitching. However, there was a motif of an animal stitched into the back like a label. And you are going as a witch? That's a bit ordinary for you, isn't it? Well, maybe, but I like the design. Look. Alya pulled round the canvas bag she had bought the fancy dress in and picked out a tiny piece of shimmery red fabric. I even have a little cape for Tiki.
Really? For me? Oh, wow! It's so pretty!
Tiki spun up in the air and gently took the fabric out of Alya's fingers, catching the lamplight in its shimmer.
Can you put it on?
She automatically gave it to Marinette to help. It is pretty. It almost makes you glow in the light. Marinette chuckled at her little friend's girly giggles. The same one she produced when Marinette had finished one of her tiny hats, and Tiki would spend the next half hour admiring herself in the mirror. Great. So, we have said we would meet the boys at a usual spot in the Trocadero in an hour. An hour? I don't know if I can be ready in time. I need to wash, apply the makeup, get prepared. Why an hour? The party isn't for another 3. There is an event happening in the square. I saw it on one of the flyers in the shop, and it looks like fun. They are going to be there, and then we can head off to the party afterwards. Please. What kind of event? Marinette asked, already grabbing a towel from the cupboard and heading towards the trapdoor. Oh, something spooky? Making nightmares come to life? What? I have enough of that almost every day. Focus, get ready. It'll be fun. You know what? I think it might snow tonight. I can taste it in the air. Alya shot her friend a questionable glance. I've never understood that expression, and it's way too early in the year for snow, but then again, it could be cold enough for it. I'm sure of it, which is also why I'm regretting not wearing a thicker jacket than this black leather one. Marinette tugged at the jacket tighter against her chest. I have to admit it, but this makeshift girly version of Lady Noir outfit with hints of Kappes is a lot cuter than the witch outfit I got. It's just a good thing I had extra green fabric. I was gonna ask, but why did you choose to make a girly version of Lady Noir for Halloween? Adding in a skirt and over-the-knee length black socks? What if a certain cat saw you in this? It's nothing! I just became inspired after a recent switch and thought, why not? Nothing more. The clock chimed in the distance. Anyway, we had better hurry or we're gonna be late. Eager to get there now, are we? Or simply changing the subject? Hey, wait up! Marinette weaved through the growing crowd, wanting nothing more than to avoid any more of Alya's questions. Chime. Her feet stopped. Chime. The world turned to black. Sally's POV. Tiki, why is this so hard? All I want is to be a normal girl, a normal life. Instead, I'm cursed to be like this. How can I ever be worthy of Jack? Tiki glowed in front of her, shining a light through the dark street.
I feel like something isn't right.
Of course, it isn't right. I need to find a way to escape for good, and then maybe...
No, here, now, this isn't right. This is wrong.
Tiki paused in front of Sally. What do you mean? Look at all the ghastly creatures walking along the streets. Where else would we be but in Halloween Town?
I don't know, Sally. This doesn't look like our usual town. It's far too pretty. What we need to do is...
Find Jack? That's a great idea. Where do you think he'll be? In his tower? There is a pointy one over there. Or at the scaring, making sure Halloween is better than last year. As you know, nothing can happen without Jack. He is special. He will know what to do.
That's not what I meant. But you know what? I have a feeling that is exactly who we need to find. Maybe we should go this way.
Sally smiled to herself, smoothing down her dress and tucking a stray thread popping out from her elbow as she passed a small green monster who showed off his sharp teeth as he ran down the street in excitement. Thank you, Tiki. You are my best friend, and I don't know what I would do without you. A strange noise caught her attention, and noticed a pair of weird-looking monsters cowering underneath a table, clutching onto one another. How strange some of the creatures here seemed to be, with pale skin, yellow hair, and bright colours on their clothes. Even their faces are wet. She laughed, bending over and waved. Happy Halloween! The strange monsters let out an ear-piercing cry before the table flipped over and the two raced down the street. Soon only the familiar ghosts, witches and ghouls surrounded her, all celebrating the best night of the year. Jack's POV. What is this? What is this? There are colours everywhere. What is this? There's white things floating through the air? What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming.
Wake up, Jack.
Plagg shot his paw across Jack's cheek before cackling. This isn't fair. What's this? Jack picked up a scattered piece of candy from the abandoned plastic pumpkin.
What is this?
Plagg sniffed the chocolate. A disgusted expression flashed across his face.
What is this? There's something very wrong. What's this? There's people singing.
What's this? The streets are lined with little creatures, laughing. Everybody seems so happy. Have I possibly gone dafty? What's this? Jack picked up a toffee apple glued to a garden fence. What's this?
Well, it's definitely not cheese. And it's not Halloween Town either.
I think you might be right about this, my little friend. But where is this? Why are there so many ghastly creatures around, but I recognize none of them as my friends? I wonder where Sally could be.
And why would Jack be interested with where Sally is?
Plagg made his eyes go wider and swished himself in the air, which caused the green mist to float around them. Because she's sensitive for a monster and might be worried, as I'm a friend.
Yeah, right. I've seen the way you gazed up at a tower, or casting your eyes around the street to see if you had managed to slip past the monster, but have you thought that maybe we're alone in this strange place?
Then we need to figure out a way to get back. Excuse me, Mr. Vampire, I don't mean to interrupt your evening meal, but do you know this place? The small monster took a large gulp of the strawberry milkshake and stared up at Jack with a sly smile on his face. Thank you for listening to part 1. I hope you're enjoying this mashup of Miraculous with Nightmare Before Christmas. Make sure you look out for part 2, which will be coming very soon. And make sure you comment down below what you think of this one and what will happen in the next one. Make sure you smash that like button. Send me some love. And make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out on other parts to come and other one-shots and series that are happening at the moment. And I hope you are good, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.